Researching Constitutional Law for the Advanced Legal Research course at Boston College Law School. The text of the Constitution itself is very easy to find. There are hundreds of copies of it in our library in print, including every federal and state code. And it's easy to find on the web. It's available for free from the Office of the Law Revision Council, the people who decide what statute goes where in the U.S. Code. It's available on Westlaw, on the Statutes and Court Rules page, as the first link in the U.S. Code Annotated. On Lexis, constitutions, state and federal, are available under Content Type Statutes and Legislation. Much of constitutional research parallels statutory research. Because constitutions appear in the annotated codes, you can use the same research techniques to find references or relevant cases and other sources that you use for statutes. But constitutions are inherently different from statutes. Constitutions set up governments, define governmental powers, and specify the rights of citizens who live under that government. Constitutions can be amended, but they are designed to promote stability and for that reason are purposefully more difficult to change than statutes. Our federal Constitution sets up a government of limited powers. The current U.S. Constitution has 7 original articles and 27 amendments. Laws can't exceed the powers granted by the Constitution. For example, among the enumerated powers of Congress, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 7 gives the federal government the power to establish post offices and post roads. To find out how that clause has been interpreted, one good place to look is the Constitution of the United States of America, Analysis and Interpretation, prepared by the Congressional Research Service of the Library of Congress. This book is available for free on govinfo.gov, the electronic platform of the U.S. Government Publishing Office. The GPO provides access to editions and supplements from 1992 forward in a variety of formats. We can also access the current version from congress.gov. This interactive version of the book allows us to view just the text of the Constitution or dive right into the annotations. The text of every clause of the Constitution itself is supplemented by extensive notes from the Congressional Research Service, discussing many aspects of this enumerated power and accompanied by numerous footnotes. Let's look at the annotations on Article 1, Section 8, Clause 7, the postal power. Here we have a discussion of what was meant by establish in the postal power clause. There are also discussions on the power to protect the mails, the power to prevent harmful use of the postal facilities, exclusive power as an adjunct to other powers, and state regulations affecting the mails. If we mouse over a footnote, the text of the footnote appears to the right of the text we are reading. If we click on the footnote, we jump down to the footnotes at the bottom of this page. Case citations link out to copies of the cases at Case Law Access Project of the Harvard Law School. As with any area of law, there are a variety of secondary sources that can help you with your research. They range from study aids like Erwin Chemerinsky's Constitutional Law Principles and Policies to the 5-volume Encyclopedia of the American Constitution to Rotunda and Nowak's multi-volume treatise on constitutional law, substance, and procedure, also available as an ebook. State constitutions are broader in scope and are amended more frequently than the federal Constitution. They can provide additional protections and rights not found in federal law. However, they cannot deprive a state's residents of federal constitutional rights. One useful starting place for state constitutional research is the Maryland State Constitution Project. Remember that the ultimate interpreter of a state's constitution is that state's highest court.